Alright, first up in my, and I'm going to call them cheap shotgun reviews, is a SDS Imports TTF Titan semi-automatic shotgun with an 18.5-inch barrel. I got this from Grab a Gun for $149.99 and supposedly it was marked down on sale from $249.99. Now when I looked around YouTube, I seen when all these guns came out, it was 2 years ago. Okay, I guess they were all new and hitting the market, and everybody has these 2-3-year-old videos of these guns, testing them out. And if you go back and look at them guys said that they were paying $249. There's some more recent ones. Another guy bought one of these because he got it for $149, and that's why he bought the gun. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what came to my dealer, and I'm going to point out some stuff where there's issues already, some things people don't really even think about. Okay, so let's kind of open up the box, see what the hell we got. We'll start from there. Okay, so I go to my dealer and I see the box on a counter. Tokarev USA. I thought it was SDS, so I'm a little confused. But I get the box anyway, and you hear this, there's something rattling around in there, so right there I didn't like that. So I got home, we opened the box, and there's the firearm inside. You know, and the first thing is there's this yellow, this thing to hold the bolt open. This thing's in there. This flag, and the bolt is open. So how long, there it goes. How long's the bolt been like this? Okay, a year, 2 years. And I noticed another thing. The little handle's missing from there. So, looking at what else is in the box, what was rattling around is this, which I believe is a mag or plug. There's a little trigger lock. You do have a generic manual. A list of all the accessories, I'll go over that later on. You can customize this, and a few other bits of paperwork. But the thing that got me is I go, what's this thing taped to the inside lid of the box? I said, that's weird. What is it? It's a little op handle. It's taped in there. Now that could have broke off with handling and got lost, but it's in there. And if you look at the inside of the box, there's no wrap. But this thing went around, the rear sight come out and everything. So I mean, it's not even wrapped in plastic. And I wonder how long has this bolt been locked open? Is it a couple years since it left the factory or whatever? Because if that's the case, then this would have fatigued the springs, and that's going to create problems right from the get-go, folks. So let's get over and start looking at what we ended up with. Okay, so what we ended up here with is, I believe this is some sort of mag plug, and if you installed it, you know, took the spring out, installed this, it would probably allow you to have one more cartridge in there. I believe. I don't know. This is not in the manual. This is not in the parts list, so just going to set it aside. Taped to the top of the box, kind of don't like it, was the operating handle. And this is that yellow thing that was in there. Now this thing's kind of scuffed up, so I'm hoping that this gun was stored with the bolt forward. Like I said, I get nervous about that. Now what you would do is, if you look in there with the bolt, it's got like a T-shaped, upside down T, and this thing has a notch, and of course the way it is, you look at it, that's the way it's got to go in terms of the gun. That thing is in there, so basically you place this into the bolt, line this up somehow, and push it down there till it engages the detent. Then, now we got our gun complete. And we'll remove this, and as you see, there we are. So, that's what came in the box. Okay, we got it together. I've been looking at the manual. Half the manual is more about gun safety than the gun itself. It talks about chokes, but this has a fixed choke. We'll measure that in the next video. It warns you about steel shot. Okay, I myself would not use steel shot for any reason. I don't need to. Anything I fire through this is going to be lead shot. Okay, so that's just me. Steel shot, there is a warning, be careful. And cleaning and maintenance, it says here, make sure the broad, polished, finely fitted mating surfaces of the bolt and receiver are especially clean, lightly oiled with high quality gun oil. Do not use silicone or lanolin. Do not use DD2 or WD-40. Okay? So, the next video we're going to disassemble this and clean this, and I'm going to show you why it's critical that you do that. Okay? And we'll go on from there. And we'll get this stripped down, clean, and get it range ready. Do a closer look at the barrel in that, and we'll talk about some other stuff there. Alright guys, I'm going to put a part 1 on this, so the next one will be part 2.